Monster. That joint's called Monster. D Banks featuring How Fly out of Paso Robles, California. If you like that joint, make sure you add it to your libraries, add it to your playlist. It's from D Banks' self-titled. I mean, the title of that song is the same title of the album. The album is called Monster, Monsta. Make sure you add that to your libraries. And if you like that video, sub on YouTube and give it a like. All right, let's get to the drama, y'all. Let's get to the drama. So, man, about 2 weeks ago, maybe like right after South by, the internet was set on fire by Metro Boomin and Future's new album called We Don't Trust You. The lead single featured Future, Kendrick Lamar, and Metro, and it was called Like That. And on the song, Kendrick Lamar chose violence. He chose to diss J. Cole. He chose to diss Drake, and everybody went crazy over it. And so people have been blowing up my line since this came out, asking me what I think. But I think y'all know what I think about this shit, y'all. I personally am not a Kendrick Lamar stan. Like, I don't think he's terrible, but I'm not like I don't think he's the second coming of Rap Jesus at all. So, like when Kendrick dropped Control, I was very unimpressed by that verse. I thought all he did was say a few people's names, but the bars weren't that exciting, and the bars didn't make me like they didn't make me go ooh. I didn't get that vibe at all. And this Like That verse is giving the same, but it's giving less than Control to me. First of all, I think the beat is hella mid. I think the beat might be the best part about the song. Future's verse is actually really fire, and I think people are sleeping on Future's verse. It's actually one of the dopest Future verses in a long time, but because everybody is so into controversy, they're not really into rap. They're not really into bars. Y'all are into controversy, and that's why this song is getting the reaction it's getting, because it's tapping that button. It's triggering the algorithm of controversy and chaos, and people love that shit. But y'all don't really like rap, you know what I'm saying? Because if you liked rap, then I don't think it would be a question about is Drake or J. Cole better than Kendrick, because they're both better than Kendrick, and they've both been proving that they're better than Kendrick and more consistent than Kendrick for the last 2 years straight. Like, it's insane to me. Like, I get it, Drake sings about his feelings and he sings in general, and he's not necessarily a gangster, and everybody who feels like they're tougher than him, which is, I don't understand why toughness comes into question with rap lyrics at all. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, the two things don't correlate. But a lot of people who have like this male superiority complex and think that they're tough don't like Drake because they feel like maybe they should be in his position because they're manlier than him. That's a whole different conversation. But if we're just talking about bars and talent, Drake is one of the most talented writers that I've ever seen in my life, and it's just not questionable. Like, the way he bodied Pusha T, and again, this is my point, that you guys like controversy and you don't like bars. The story of Adidon, Pusha T's diss to Drake, was not a good diss. Like, it was okay, but all he did was he just put Drake's dirty laundry out there, and everybody that likes drama was into that. But when Drake dropped his response right away, that shit was so barred up, and he dropped it so quick that, like, to me, that solidified him as the GOAT. Like, there's no question. But then since that moment, and the story of and the whole Pusha T saga was after the Meek Mill saga, which is one of the only times in rap we've ever seen a diss song become a club hit. I think only Tupac and Drake have had club hits that were also diss tracks. Most diss tracks do not become club bangers. If there's other people that have done that, let me know. But I think only Drake and Tupac have ever had club banger diss tracks. And Back to Back is arguably one of the best diss tracks of all time. But since Back to Back, where he destroyed Meek Mill's career and then brought Meek Mill's career back to life with the back home smoking lethal. I got more slaps than the Beatles. 30 yards for a non-diesel, dog. Playing with my name, that shit is lethal, dog. He killed Meek's career, brought Meek's career back to life, and then Meek killed his career on his own. Then went to kill Pusha T. Like, regardless of what y'all think about Pusha T, we haven't really heard from Pusha T since that battle. Like, it's been a wrap for Pusha T since the battle with Drake. And Drake has had nothing but consistent hits for the last 7 years, in which time Kendrick Lamar has been nowhere to be found. So for him to come back with this mediocre Kendrick Lamar bar, and for y'all to be hyped about that, I just don't get it. Uno says they don't listen to bars. They think people win because of shock factor, and that's we're saying the same thing. People don't like rap. They don't like rap. They don't know hip hop. They just like controversy. That's it. This verse is hella mid, especially for you to have been gone, like especially after Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, especially after the failure of that album, for you to come back with this mid-ass verse after Drake's run for the last couple years has been unprecedented. He's had a major hit song from every single album, but then within those albums, his bars are just next level, and his shitty bars are way better than most people's mid bar. You know, Drake's shitty bars, Drake's mid bars are way better than most people's excellent bars. But y'all don't like Drake, so you won't admit that shit. I am a fan of Drake, but like I can also admit when people have, like, I think J. Cole has bodied Drake a couple times. I'm not a huge J. Cole fan. I'm a Drake fan. But I can admit when J. Cole bodies Drake. J. Cole will body Kendrick Lamar. Drake will body Kendrick Lamar. I think First Person Shooter as a whole is a way, way better record than Like That. I just think so many people dislike Drake, and he's been on top for so long that they want to see him fall. That people want to see the king fall off the throne, and I think that's what this moment is. But y'all be sleeping on Drake's pen, man. And when he comes, if he comes back, because I don't think Uno says, I don't know, like this low key slot. Like, if that's your opinion, that's cool. Like, I don't think the song is terrible. I think it's overhyped. I do think Future went crazy on the shit. I really do like Future's verse. The beat is okay to me. Like, it's not groundbreaking, but the Kendrick shit is just mid to me. And like, I don't think Drake even needs to respond, because I think Drake could just like pull out certain songs from his catalog that he's dropped in just the last 5 years, and like highlight those bars that people have missed, and body Kendrick with the shit that's already out. This is how great Drake is, y'all. This is what y'all don't understand about Drake. Drake is so great as a writer. I personally think the greatest song Drake has ever written is Live Up to My Name by Baka Not Nice. Baka Not Nice is an OVO goon. He's not even really a rapper. He's just a goon. He's a gun for hire that kicks it with Drake. Philly in the chat, what's good, sir? Thank you for joining. Baka Not Nice, for those that don't know, look up that song, Baka Not Nice. Baka Not Nice, Live Up to My Name. Drake wrote that song, and Drake wants to be a gangster so bad that he wrote a song for a gangster. That's the most gangster song I have ever heard, with the most gangster bars I have ever heard in my life. That to me is Drake's greatest song ever, and he's not even performing it. He wrote it so good that he makes Baka sound phenomenal, yo. Like, what do you say? He said, I drink Henny when I practice at the range. That way when I shoot, I still know that I got my aim. Like, what? Like, I was in jail when they released Men in Black. When I came home, Timberlake was bringing Sexy back. Like, yo, Drake is the greatest writer of our generation, and for y'all to not realize that because you're in your feelings is absolutely insane. It's insane. I'ma stand on everything I'm saying because I rap really good. So I'm a good rapper who has also written songs that have gone viral and been hits for people who don't rap at all. You don't know what that takes to do that. You don't know what that takes. To take somebody who does not rap at all and make them sound like a great rapper is the highest level of penmanship that exists. I do that shit. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I do that shit. I know how difficult it is, and Drake is the best on the planet at that shit besides myself. So I'm not really trying to hear about a Kendrick Lamar verse of him saying fuck Big Three, it's just Big Me. That's a basic ass bar in itself. That shit is basic and mid as fuck. And if that's what impresses y'all, then it explains why rap is where it's at, because of listeners like y'all. Do better, y'all. I'm sorry I've been telling y'all to do better this whole stream, but y'all got to do better, man. Y'all got to do better, because this ain't it. We've reached the 7 o'clock mark. Like I knew we had a lot to do. We didn't even get to scroll the feed today, which is fine. But what I will leave you with is this. Manuel Ledesma Jr., a person who also has a great pen, has dropped the pen with the writing in the chat. I would love to know what Doo-Wop thinks about like that. Do you like that verse? Are you impressed by Kendrick's verse? Because I just was not. I got to do one of those freestyle mic things in Texas, which is really, really fun. I want to do more of these out here on the coast because I really like this shit. I see Bake doing it. I see everybody doing it. And I was like, fuck it, let me do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Texas.